Hey, brother! Hey! So, you want to learn the secrets of the snap change, huh? Well, I don't know if you're ready yet, pupil. Get your cards and get ready, because I'm a virtuous teacher, and I will teach you the ways of the snap change. Yo, what's up guys? Chris Ramsay here, welcome back. Today I've busted out the old Kung Fu suit. Look at this, this is an actual Kung Fu suit. I used to do Wing Chun. Smells gross, it's got a stain. I thought I'd wear it today to make this tutorial just a little bit more exciting. Now, there's so many tutorials on the snap change, probably the most common change with beginner magicians, but I do see a lot of flaws in the snap change being performed online. So today I wanted to tackle those flaws. I wanted to tackle different handlings on the snap change, as well as some tips that I've got, and help you clean it up. Keep it clean. The snap change was heavily popularized by a David Blaine.
I know this is not it, but visualize your card right here.
And then consequently was eventually butchered by Jesse Eisenberg on David Letterman.
Is this your card?
No.
Hell no.
So I'm going to teach you guys how to avoid doing the second part. A little bit of intricate tips to help you with this, because it is a fairly easy change once you get the hang of it, you get the muscle down and everything. But there are a few little tips that can help you make this more deceptive. And you know what? Let's get into it. All right, so we're going to look at 3 handlings for the snap change to make it more deceptive, as well as the cleanup. Most of the people I see do the snap change, they do like the 3-finger snap. Let me turn this down so you guys can see what I'm talking about. They do like the 3-finger snap change. Focus. And this is a really weird snap change because you're going from 3 fingers to 1. It's like the disappearing finger trick. And we don't want that. What we want is a clean snap change. So after the next evolution of that, I guess, would be the 2-finger snap change going from 2 to 1, which is a little bit more imperceptible. And what I'm gonna add to that is actually a snap change that looks like there are no other fingers involved. So you want to start here in this gentle little grip, just like you would if you had 2 fingers on the snap change, but instead you're going to just have the 1, and it's going to happen very quickly. This middle finger is going to come in and grab that card, leaving you still with only 1 finger. So if you're not familiar with the snap change, basically what you want to do is you want to put your 2 fingers down here, and the action is basically going to be this. You're going to pull with your middle finger underneath while maintaining the index there. The index stays there, and the thumb, and the middle finger pulls it back here. So from straight on, it's completely invisible. Here it's visible, visible, visible. Oh, it's gone. So that's kind of what you want it to be. Now that will take some practice. At first, you're gonna be like this. That's gonna happen a lot. Or the cards will go flying. Right, that's gonna happen a lot as well. So don't get discouraged. It's just like a muscle memory thing where eventually it gets to the point where the card just really quickly, disappears and changes into another one. Basically, it looks like it just kind of like instantly morphs into that. I'm clean. What? That like fell off camera. Okay, again, like I said, in this version, you're going to have 1 finger here. Show this, and then really quickly the middle finger is gonna come. It's curled like it would be at the end. It's gonna come out, pull. All right, so at full speed, basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna hold the 2 cards like this, and you're going to remove that middle finger without doing this, right? So it's a really gentle touch on those 2 cards. There you go. Now you can show this pretty cleanly, and your middle finger is gonna come in and do that, basically, really quickly. Boom, you're here, and eesh. So it just looks like basically a little flash happened, but you're not disappearing any fingers on this, okay? The second way of doing this is actually using 2 hands. So you can do this with the deck in your hand or without the deck in your hand. And we'll get to the cleanup in a second. But for now, 2 fingers here, 2 fingers here. And now you can take off those fingers, or you can keep them there. It's up to you. I prefer taking them off because it adds a little bit more deception. You're here and here. Now this is fun because it helps you square up the cards without fear of, splitting them. So as you're here, you can hold them really tightly. And I like to do this little motion like this. And as my right hand comes in, the hand that I'm gonna snap change with, as it comes in, that's when I'm gonna do the change. So it kind of looked like the bending of the cards caused it to change, which is kind of magical. So here again, right? Bam, bam, bam. And then I'm here. Now I'm left in this predicament, this weird predicament, right? So what do? Naturally, the idea is to drop it on the deck, but there are a few little subtle things. So a lot of people, what they like to do is like show it, bring it forward, so then you're left clean. After you've done this change, bam, 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 you want to, you could bring it out. So this here is basically just gonna drop on the deck as you bring this card forward and show it cleanly as one card. Or you can do a little flourishy thing. So bam, after you're done changing it, your hand here is just gonna, your thumb's just gonna grab that card as your middle finger turns it over like that. And it adds a little bit of a flourishy action to it. So what's fun about that is that it kind of takes away from the moment that you drop it on the deck, because that moment's gonna be a hot moment. So bam, 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 bam. And instead of doing this, you know, and this thing, it's a really light touch. When you drop it anyways, you could just literally just deposit it there, right? And show it off. But to add a little bit of flair to that, after you've done the snap change, drop it on and turn the card this way. Bam, 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 change. Hand comes back here, under the thumb, grabs it, and then my middle finger is going to turn just like that to clean it all up. Also, a good thing to know about the snap change is only as good as your double lift. So you have to practice your double lift, because if you do a weird double lift, they're gonna be like, you know, if you're like this, you know, they're gonna be like a little bit suspicious. So make sure your double lift is very clean. Practice that. Whatever double lift you choose to use, make sure it's very clean. Not like what I just did. You know, whatever double lift you want to use is fine. Just absolutely make sure it is clean, so then the snap change looks a lot cleaner too. Let's get into the other method. This is a really cool method actually, and this can happen, once again, you don't need the deck in your hands. If you want to put the deck down and have this happen away from the deck, that's fine, but you'll have nowhere to really clean it up. It's good for the camera, however. So instead of doing it this way, you're going to do it on the long side like this. The card's vertical here, and now you can do the snap change here and it looks okay. I mean, it's not gonna flash that much, and that's, you know, that's fine as well if you just want to have a little visual, boom, have it change like that. But hiding the deck for a second is actually a nice little thing. So it looks like this hand comes in and is actually the one, you know, that like took the card away, but then you show this hand clean. Now, if you have the deck in your hand, however, let's say I have the deck in my hand at this point, I can come in like this and do the change, right? So again, basically you're doing the exact same thing. You're doing this. The action is going to look like your other hand, your opposite hand, this hand, is doing the change. So you come in, you know, you can just, and now at this point, your left hand is gonna come scoop that card up as you clean up once again. Let's take a look at this from the other angle. From the back, this is what the snap change is going to look like, especially that bendy one. As you bend back is where you're going to do that. And then here, your hand drops off and this one turns it and you're clean. So for the one that's vertical, like this, all right, your hand comes in and then comes under and then scoops it up and turns it up. All right, now the next thing we're gonna talk about is angles. Like, what are the angles for the snap change? Obviously, everything except this. This is no good, this is no good, this is good, this is no good. Angles are dead on. This card has two lines, two lasers pointing at their face. And if those lasers go up a bit, you're gonna get flash, right? So you don't want flashes. Only way you should ever perform this in real life is if you're like one-on-one, someone's right in front of you, there's not two spectators, there's not a whole crowd of people on national television to the side of you.
Is this your card?
No. No.
Okay, you want to be straight on, right here, and that's it. That's it. It's the only time you're gonna perform it in real life. I don't perform the snap change in real life. I used to when I started, but then I learned other changes that were that fit me a little better, that made less noise, because there is some noise here. And so how do you mask that noise? A lot of people give it a flick. And so if you're here, let me turn this down a bit. So if you're here and you use this finger to flick it, right? It kind of masks that noise, and then it becomes like the snappy flicky change. So I've got this card here, boom, like that. Ta-da! But again, I really like the subtlety of using one finger at first, holding it like this, boom, doing the change, and then still having one finger there. Kind of like the eye didn't catch what happened, right? So you're here, boom, and clean up, clean yourself. Boom, 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 boom. And that's really all I have to say about the snap change. So again, it's a muscle memory thing, so don't get discouraged if you're doing this. If the card is doing this and you have a hard time getting it out, it's probably because your fingers are too high up on the deck. You need them to be more down here, down in the corners, because that, you know, is gonna leave you the cleanest, and you can kind of display your openness even though you're here. The card is covering this part here. Hand comes in as you turn, so it looks like you're just putting that card back on the deck. Sneaky sneak. And outro. All right, so that was a tutorial on the snap change as well as some handlings on it. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope it was fun to learn. Snap change is not that difficult, but with these subtleties, hopefully they will help you make it more deceptive. Like I said, not necessarily something you want to perform unless you're like straight on, dead on for one person, but it is fun to do. It is fun to do for the mirror, the camera. It looks really great. And with those little subtle tips, they can really help you make it almost look completely imperceptible. So once again, guys, if you like this video, hit the like button. I do appreciate it. Leave a comment, drop a comment below, and let me know what you thought of this tutorial and what you think I should bring on next week's tutorial. I appreciate you guys so much. We just hit 300K. I'm super excited. I had a meet and greet yesterday near Montreal, and a whole bunch of people showed up. I filmed everything, so that'll be up this week. Stay tuned for that video, and thank you once again for 300K, each and every one of you. Although there aren't 300,000 people watching this video, I do thank each and every one of you watching. Yeah, you specifically. Brendan. I don't know, I just dropped that as random. All the Brendans are like, oh my God. All right, guys, that's it. Take care. We'll see you in the next video. Peace.